Hello joy beings and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be discussing the worst eras of some K-pop groups. Keep in mind that I am only mentioning a total of 8 groups here, and the groups I am the most familiar with for a long time. I will probably make a part 2, so I hope you don't get disappointed if your favorite groups aren't here, lol. Before we start the video, I just wanna make a quick disclaimer. The eras I am mentioning in this video are based on my perspective and my honest thoughts of the K-pop groups mentioned here, so please respect my thoughts and opinions. I am also not hating on any groups, and I am only giving my opinion on each group's most forgettable era or eras I didn't like at all, so I hope you guys don't take it personally or anything. If you like watching this kind of content on my channel, please subscribe and turn on the notifications bell. Let's go. First off, we have BTS with their title track Life Goes On from their self-made album B. I am gonna be honest with y'all. I really liked this song on the first listen. I did have low expectations since it was a slow song, and I am not a fan of slow songs in K-pop, except I did love Spring Day a lot. The mood, vocals, and the music video was absolutely beautiful, and huge respect to them for making this album, from writing, composing to directing the music video. Even though I liked this song the minute it got out, I did forget it quickly. I don't feel guilty because I realized a lot of people stating this album was indeed forgettable. I feel like this era ended quickly as well, and I didn't see many promotions for this album or the title track. Since this song isn't anything retro, pop, or any certain genre of music to get a dance performance for, we only got simple stages of them singing the song. The outfits were spot on and matched the vibe they were going for, and performances were just magnificent. I certainly prefer this song over Dynamite. But I still think this era wasn't it for me, and soon got bored of this track. Next we have Red Velvet with their title track Oompa Oompa from their album The Railway Festival Day 2. I was so hyped up for their next track after Zimzalabim, after everybody exaggerating how horrible that song was when it wasn't, alright? Anyways, if we are talking about Oompa Oompa, the song isn't that bad at all, and I think it deserves the same hype Zimzalabim had before it got released. I think SM was really poor with this song's promotions, and I don't think it did that well either, since it's been 2 years and barely anybody talks about Oompa Oompa anymore. The song was okay overall, but the outfits were really low budget in my opinion, and I absolutely hated the rap parts in the song. I think something I will remember in this era is Wendy's short hair and how gorgeous she looked, and I think the rest of the song and the performances were really forgettable.
Fire truck.
Now we have NCT 127 with their title track Fire Truck from their Fire Truck album. This track used to be one of my favorite debuts in K-pop, but I guess later on I forgot this song somewhere in the back of my head for a long time, and I didn't like it anymore. There's just so much going with this song, and makes me think what made SM think Fire Truck should be their debut song. Debut songs literally make the impression to the K-pop stans out there, and it's supposed to be good and listenable. Fire Truck is definitely not a song that any K-pop group should release as their debut song. The music video was all over the place, and SM really gave the boys trash outfits. I love them so much, but I didn't like any of their looks. Overall, the album was just poorly made and was cheap in my opinion. Fire Truck without a doubt was their worst era. Next we have Twice with their title track I Can't Stop Me from their second full album Eyes Wide Open. It's been almost a year since they released this song, and I still don't like it, lol. In my opinion, this was my least favorite Twice song, along with Knock Knock. The song is just a mess, and I think a lot of parts in the song were unnecessary and all over the place. I felt like Chaeyoung's rap part was the only verse that carried the song, and that's the only I listened to. The music video was a mess too, and it was just too much CGI, which I am not a fan of. The outfits were all aesthetic but weirdly did not match the song's retro vibe at all. The rest of the album was pretty good and they did a great job with the B-sides. But mad respect for Twice performing this song at least a dozen times because I know this song is the most hardest to perform live and they pulled it off so perfectly. Now we have Stray Kids and their title track My Pace from their album I Am Who. Honestly, I forgot this track even existed until today when I was just casually picking out thumbnails for my next video. I have heard this song only once or twice and I never really liked this song. In my opinion, this song and Levanter is probably my least favorite Stray Kids tracks. It's been 2 years since this song got out and once again I never saw anybody talking about My Pace at all. The song is fine but it was a little messy, and I didn't really like the chorus. The rapping was fine and was probably the only part of the song that was good. The outfits were actually pretty good, so hats off to the stylists for that. The music was all fun and cute and I really enjoyed watching it, but I personally still think My Pace is Stray Kids' worst era and wasn't really memorable for me. If you are into fun, hip-hop type of music, My Pace and the whole album is literally for you to listen. Next we have (G)I-DLE with their title track Wah from their album I Burn. Some of y'all already know I don't like this song at all. The song did get equal amount of dislikes and liking at the same time, so it's fair to say my opinion and how I feel about Wah. I didn't like this era at all. (G)I-DLE can literally slay any concept and they were definitely one of these few groups are really versatile and suit any sort of concept in K-pop. Wah definitely wasn't for them, that's for sure. Or at least how I think of this song. The rest of the album was really good and I wish how some of the B-sides could have been the main track of the album. The outfits were sort of simple and plain and I didn't like it that much. Especially the ones they wore for their first comeback stage. The girls owned this era and no one particularly stood out for me. The music video was also not my favorite and reminded me a lot of Blackpink's How You Like That. Now we have TXT with their B-side Angel or Devil from their album The Dream Chapter. Magic. I feel like a lot of stans were anticipating a lot after their debut song since Dream Chapter Magic was their second album and TXT already had so much hype. Even though their debut was purely an iconic song, I think a few songs after that like Cat and Dog, Angel, or Devil were very underwhelming compared to Crown. Angel and Devil was a cute song and all, but it was very forgettable for me and I didn't really vibe to the song later on. Even though Angel or Devil isn't really the title track of their album, this track did have a music video and it had a separate era for it. I didn't really like the stages either and it looked boring in my opinion and I wasn't feeling the outfits as well. Bongju's cute rap verses definitely carried the song and that's all. We about to paint the town. Lastly we have Loona with their title track Paint the Town and the album End. What have you done with Loona, BBC? This concept was a huge turnover from what Loona usually does. I consider Loona as the most aesthetic girl group in K-pop and I have always loved that from them. The whole song was just not it for me. Especially the empty plain-ass chorus which kept repeating over and over. Like, could they not think of a proper chorus for the song? I loved the pre-chorus of the song and I was really happy Hassel was back to join the group. Other than that, this era was just a mess and ended quick in my opinion. Honestly, other songs of theirs like Butterfly or Why Not deserved wins than this song because I absolutely dislike this track. The instrumental was the only listenable in my opinion and rest of the B-sides were okay.